everything. You see stuff that you don't necessarily know what's happening, but he'll have his eyes.
So the one thing that Ikafoli has against him is the height. 176 plays 172. You take a look at their kickboxing, right? 4-0, 2-0. Neither have done MMA, excuse me. Leroi Roberts has and no boxing, so there's no boxing involved. This is an extreme fight, so not a lot between them, except maybe, just maybe, that MMA experience for round 2.
Yeah, a bit of MMA experience, a bit of wrestling, a bit of grappling. If this gets to the second round, maybe Timote might get exposed.
So let's now introduce the vice with Lieutenant Dan.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this first fight of the evening is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds of Arsenal-Xtreme fighting action. This fight has a 75 kg weight limit. It is brought to you by Physiologic. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He enters the cage wearing solid black trunks, weighing in at 74.6 kilograms, hailing and residing in Papakura, Auckland, New Zealand, trained by John Hicks, representing Oliver MMA, South Auckland. His combined combat sports record is 4 wins and 2 losses. Introducing Leroi Roberts. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, enters the ring wearing black trunks with red and white trim. He weighed in at 74.7 kilograms. He is trained by Jason Suddy, representing ETK. His combined combat sports record is 2 wins, 0 losses. Introducing Timote Ikafoli. Fighters to the center of the cage, please, for the Rebel John Conway's instructions.
All right, fighters, first of all, you both must be able to protect yourselves throughout the whole fight. Listen to my instructions when I call break, stop throwing, step away from each other until I say box. Fighting first, kickboxing, next, mixed martial arts, last round, Muay Thai. Shake them up, back in the corner, out at the bell.
The Rebel John Conway with the final instructions. A reminder to you watching tonight, he will jump out in the MMA rounds and Neil Swales will come in. That's his area of expertise. But here we go, fight 1 in Highball, Arsenal-X. This is the extreme version.
Round 1.
Timote Ikafoli in the traditional black and red trunks of ETK, black shorts. And that is Leroi Roberts.
Both guys are going to be young and hungry just to get stuck in. A bit of feeling out here just to see what rhythm and what kind of setups are going to be exchanged. But Roberts has landed a nice right hand there.
Straight left and right into the mush of Ikafoli. Remember, this is amateur, so 3x2s, no elbows allowed. No elbows at all. That's quite a difference to the pros when it comes to kickboxing.
You're going to see you're going to see less cuts when there's no elbows involved. Punches don't necessarily cut the skin like an elbow does. There was a nice teep there by Leroi. You can see he's got the ring control at the moment, so he's pushing his opponent against the cage, showing the judges that he's in control here, feinting and teeping his way into the pocket.
That's what you learn early, don't you? You control the ring by being in the center of the ring.
But just aesthetically, it looks like you're winning, and that's what the judges are seeing as well.
Oh, so it's a bit of a peekaboo.
It depends if you're a counter fighter or the attacker.
Up against the edge of the octagon, drawn apart by the Rebel John Conway with his own, well, grand mullet, we might say, the Rebel's got tonight. Heck. Ikafoli now needs to respond to the fast start by Leroi Roberts in the black trunks onto the left of your screen as he goes to work again.
Nice combination by Leroi, really smothering Timote here.
So early on, it's Leroi Roberts in the dominant position against Ikafoli. Once again, he goes to work.
Leroy's doing a really nice job with his jab. He's leaving it out as a frame, and then he's replacing it with his right hand. So it's kind of blinding his opponent and going straight down the middle.
Ikafoli will probably be happy to get this first round out of the way. And it is out of the way in Highball, Arsenal-Xtreme Series. Stick around here on TVNZ, Duke and TVNZ Plus. Round 2, not too far away. Eventfinda Stadium on Auckland's North Shore, packed to the rafters for the second edition of Highball Arsenal-X.
Second down for round 2.
Fight number 1 brought to you by Physiologic. On the left hand of your screen from ETK's young Timote Ikafoli, who's probably on the back foot after round number 1 of kickboxing. On the right, Leroi Roberts fighting out of the blue corner. But now it turns into MMA, something you are more than well versed on, Kai Kara France.
This round's going to be very interesting to see if both guys stick to the game plan of keeping it standing or if they want to mix it up now. So you're definitely going to see some level changing, showing a look where you're going to threaten with the takedown, and that's going to definitely open up the strikes and open up a bit more openings.
Well, straight away, Leroi Roberts into him, trying to get Ikafoli onto the ground.
He's got his neck there. He's trying to go for a guillotine attempt, but it's not going to help him. It helped Leroi secure that takedown. Nice big slam there, landing right in side control. If Timothy can get his feet on the cage, he can try use it as, as you see right there, using it as leverage to try bridge himself off and reverse the position. He's got his neck at the moment, trying to attempt for this guillotine. He's using it to get up. He's still got it tight though. He's wrapped it up nice and tight.
So Ikafoli right now in charge.
He's definitely threatening with this submission.
So how strong is Leroi Roberts, and how can he maneuver himself out of this?
He's just got to stay calm here. Doesn't want to do anything too crazy, otherwise he'll make the submission tighter. But he's doing everything right now, and he's popped out.
Nice work by Leroi Roberts.
I think both boys are getting a bit sweaty now, so it might be a bit easier to get out of that submission. But he's doing all the right things. Leroy's doing all the right things, controlling on top, using the Ks as leverage to lean on.
40 seconds left in round 2 of 3 in this amateur Arsenal-Xtreme fight. Remember, in the extreme version, it's kickboxing, MMA. Third round, if we go that far, becomes Muay Thai. And really, I've got to ask the question straight up. You'd give the first round to Roberts, but does Ikafoli now square this up here or not?
It's hard, though, because Leroy's on top at the moment, so that's the dominant position. But he's got to be careful here. His arm's trapped. And he's tapped. He's got an armbar.
Out of the blue. How about that? Wouldn't have guessed that in the first round, but Timote Ikafoli gets the win in the MMA section of Arsenal-X.
You can't count anyone out. He was threatening that whole time off his back with submissions on the neck, and then ended up getting an armbar off his back. So very impressive by Timothy, and a great comeback. Over here, he was setting up that arm, switched his hips, got the extension and rolled onto his belly. Too tight for Leroi to get out, and that's all she wrote.
Let's be honest, how hard is that for a fighter to get one of those off?
Oh, it's definitely very hard, very technical, and then when you're getting sweaty like that, it's actually quite easy to pop it out, but he did very well to maintain control and to get the submission, so very impressed by Timothy.
So we almost went to the full 2 rounds, and it could have gone to Muay Thai, but Timote Ikafoli gets the win in fight number 1 here of Highball Arsenal-X. I've got to say, I thought after that first round and the start to that second round that Leroi Roberts was coming out really confident, but you just can't pick it.
That's a beautiful thing about martial arts, is it doesn't matter if it's standing, he'll find a way.
Let's get the official decision now.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a way to start the night. Can we please have a round of applause for these 2 fighters? The end comes with 15 seconds left in the second round. Your winner by armbar, fighting out of the red corner, Timote